Hello there and welcome to my channel. I'm going to have this video to go through the Darth Revan Jazware robes that recently came out. I'm not going to spend too much time going through the mask. There's lots of videos online already for that that I think do a pretty good job, but I will show how it all looks together. So Darth Revan's one of my favorite characters from Knights of the Old Republic. I love the game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I love to always support any merchandise that comes out to try to hopefully boost more interest into it, and maybe we'll get more games or more content with Darth Revan. Very cool character. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I will say that I've already opened this box and worn the outfit, so kind of just stuffed this all back in, so it's not necessarily going to come out exactly as it was. It had a bag around it when I first got it. So the first thing that's in here is the actual robe itself. It's made of actually pretty good material. It's kind of a little bit of a bummer. This red sash is not like a separate item like it is on his actual robes, but overall I think it gets the job done. The robe material is kind of a thick quality. It's pretty nice. The back, it gets a little bit thinner for the part where you're kind of stretching it a little bit with some Velcro on it. There's also some Velcro on the back as well. That's where all of the other pieces will kind of come together. So let me go ahead and put this on real quick and you can see what it looks like. Zoom out right now to take a look. It has frayed edges. I'll pull it up a little bit so you can see. It's got some frayed edges here at the very bottom, some holes that are cut into it. But yeah, overall, it's pretty nice quality. Just as a reference, I'm about 6'2" in height, about 175 pounds. So it fits pretty good. I am kind of lengthier, or lankier, I should say. So the robe actually fits almost perfectly for my build. So it's kind of nice. Definitely has some room though to fill out if necessary. Next up, we got the chest piece. So it's kind of made of a printed on foam with some pieces of Velcro to strap in. So this will go around the waist so that it holds up. It has all of the little metal dangly pieces. These are all just foam, and it's just kind of printed on foam. So it's not the most quality thing, but honestly for the price, it wasn't too bad. I think, and I pre-ordered this, so I don't really remember the price off the top of my head, but I want to say that both of these together were probably around $170 to $200, that range, maybe with shipping as well. I think that they're both $80 to $90 MSRP. So anyway, so these two pieces fit the Velcro on the back here. Got this Velcro right here. And then this will go around like so. And now it kind of looks like a bronze piece of armor, right? It's hard to see, so I'll move this back a little bit. But you know, I think with the actual costume, the red part kind of goes through this metal loop, so it's just kind of looking like it, but it's not actually. But again, for the price, not too bad. This now has a couple Velcro here and here for the cape, so the cape will now kind of fit over as well. So this is the cape material. I want to say the cape material is the same as the hood that came with the actual mask. So that's kind of nice that it has that same material. And then it has the two Velcro portions right here. So I'm gonna go ahead put it on. I will say the one thing I'm a little disappointed about, didn't have any instructions. So like there's this extra little piece here. I don't know if that's supposed to just be a fold in the back or if it's supposed to kind of circle around as well in front. Are kind of able to see a little bit on the box what they anticipated, but overall it's still a little bit hard to tell. So now we got a little cape action too. And it looks like this on the back with the extra folds. So I think it makes it look like a hood is back as well, or just adds a little bit extra texture. So that's good as well. Now, this part's a little bit confusing to me. It's kind of like a head wrap scarf. It has two Velcro pieces. I don't know yet what this is supposed to be, aside from maybe just to cover the neck a little bit with regard to the mask. My wife noticed that when I had the mask on that you could still see the back of my neck, so it might just be an extra cloth for that, but it could also be maybe as well as part of a hood in case you don't have the hood on the mask already, but again, it's without instructions, hard to know for sure. Part are the gauntlets, so very similar to the chest piece, just slip on the gauntlets here. They have Velcro here on the bottom so that you can adjust if you need to. And last but not least with this is the gloves. So once again, the gloves are definitely a very cheaper than the rest of it. Probably the most disappointing part of this. They're very thin. You've probably seen them with like Halloween costume, very thin printed on material. This portion, the gauntlet or the metal print on, is foam as well. So it's kind of foam sewed into a cloth. So the foam matches the same foam that you have everywhere else. So at least it's consistent, but it's to me not my favorite part of this costume. The other part too is like, I don't know if people have, I feel like I have pretty skinny hands, and this is tight on me. Like you can see that it's starting to bunch and my fingers kind of barely make its way through. It's hard to get my fingers all the way to the edges of these things. And I just feel like that my hand is going to kind of rip through this, which, like I said, if you have bigger hands than me, then I think that these would just not fit at all, would be my guess, but could be wrong. So let's get these on. There you go. And now the last thing to do is add the mask. So the mask is definitely my favorite part of this. I mean, it's definitely a better material, and maybe not the best mask material, but it's pretty for the price. It's pretty nicely done. It's not too thin. I also like how the hood kind of connects. There's like these snaps in here that allow for you to do that. The only downside is I feel like with the adjustment on the mask, it doesn't sit on very easily, but especially not with glasses. So I need to take my glasses off. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it for the price that I paid for it. It's not like gonna win a cosplay awards, but at least it's a quick and easy costume that you can wear to con or anything like that. Overall, I'd recommend it. I think that if you like Darth Revan, I think it's a cool outfit. I think there's some pieces that are maybe could be a little bit better, but overall, not bad. So after looking at my Revan Hot Toys, I realized a couple things. One is that the piece of fabric that I thought went around my neck, actually it's not around the neck, it's connected to the ring and goes around the hips. The other thing that I realized is the red part is not coming from that ring, so I incorrectly said that in my video. But overall, hopefully this gives a good look of what Revan looks like. Maybe in terms of the robes, I should have put that like hole in the cape around my neck, and maybe then that would have covered that piece as well. Anyway, hopefully this gives a good representation and look at Revan, kind of as he was introduced into the game versus the live action robes that I bought from Jazwares.